Welcome again. It's another opportunity for us to get to a new topic and learn something new. And today I want us to look at blogging. And our main topic today is how to start a successful blog. How to start a successful blog. There are some few requirements if you want to start a successful blog. A blog is an online site where you can just be putting your content either through writing, through videos, or through photography. Yeah, and so there are some few things which are very important if you want to start a successful, or if you want to open a successful blog. And number one is a magnetic headline. A magnetic headline. And a magnetic headline is a headline that is catchy to the people that you are talking to, or to the people who you want to see your information that you put online. Very important. You have to come up with a headline that is interesting if you want people to read your blog or your information. It's just like the newspaper. If you want a newspaper to get to many people and people to have interest in it, then you have to look for that interesting headline for the newspaper to make people get interested to know what is that you have written in your newspaper. It is the same for a blog. If you want to open a successful blog, then you need to make sure that you have a headline that is catchy to your people, or that is magnetic. Number two is a Kobeli lead. And a lead refers to how, why, what is that you are writing about. It is like a sentence that you use to outline or to give a summary of what you are talking about, what you want to talk about in what you are writing your blog about, or the topic that you are talking about. And number three is useful subheads. And subheads are like the subdivision of your heading. They are the little or the small subtopics that you come up with, the few points that you come up with to be able to step by step approach the main topic that you have about your blog. So these subheads or subheadings should be as interesting and as useful to the main heading as possible. Then you need to have an affirmative and an engaging body. Body is the content now that comes after your subtopics. That story that you give about your title. It should be very informative. You will not give us a topic, then all along you keep deviating or going astray to talk about some other irrelevant things. You need to stick to the topic and then give information about the topic as much as you can. In an area where you require to have an image or to use a picture or an image to give more description, then do it and make sure that the picture is as good as possible, as informative as possible, as clear as possible, so that it gives information that is good and as relevant to your topic as possible. If you need to use a small clip or a video to give more information, then make sure that you do it and use a good video as much as you can. Then number five is appealing graphics. Just as like I have said, you need to make use of appealing graphics, appealing diagrams, appealing images. Make sure that you use relevant information to your topic, so that your blog is as good as possible, so that the story that you are giving gives relevant information to the readers as much as possible. Then we have a powerful call to action link, and a link is or an hyperlink is that word that you use which has information attached to it. In the internet we call it an hyperlink. It is like a word that has been attached other wordings or other information in it. We call it a hyperlink. So you should use a relevant internal link or a relevant call to action word or link that will enable people, or that will make people to get that interest of clicking to it, so that it opens and gives information that is linked to it. We have a good meta description, and this refers to a compelling summary of the page that someone is about to click on. Compelling summary. That is like if you want to create a link or some word, you want to use some word that will link to other information. Make sure that you give very relevant word, very relevant meta word or a meta description about that word that has link to other information. This meta word outline, or in this description you will outline the gain or the importance of clicking to that word or to that linked one to give you the other information. If you don't give the description about the link, then people will just bypass it. It acts as a snippet actually, and you may make it to have at least 155 words, so that it is as informative as possible. Even make it to have as not less than 100 words or 155 words, that is the meta link, so that the description that you have about it will make people to feel that urge to open it and get that other relevant information about it. So those are just but keywords that you should put into mind, or that you should have when you want, or when you intend to open an interesting or a successful blog or a blog site for your information.